Toes. All the things.
Hey friends, you're watching BrainStormAcres. I'm Henry, and that over there is Irene.
Indeed.
We live off-grid on our 43-acre homestead. We produce all our own electricity. We use propane for our refrigerator and freezer. But we're starting to switch that over because we now have, generally speaking, a surplus of electricity, so we're going to start using some more electrical appliances here in the kitchen. Right now today I'm busy fixing dinner. Dinner's going to be paprika chicken, but in the meantime we're going to be canning up some of the stock that's in this pot. And I started making this 2 days ago with a couple of the chicken carcasses from 2 chickens. Yesterday I added 2 more chicken carcasses, so it should be pretty good. In fact, I tasted it and I think it is very good. So we're going to start getting this loaded up in the canner. It'll take 20 minutes once it starts running with a solid steam, and then we'll be done.
Right. Yeah. We got a deal on chickens at a big box store the other day, and whenever we do that, we that's the least of them. No, we do the other ones first. Except that I don't think any of the water's hot yet.
It's hot.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. We watch for decent whole chickens, and then we use everything. There is nothing left except for bare bones when we're done. So
You know, if they came with feathers, we'd use the feathers too.
we think of something. You can compost them. I've heard at least. We don't compost well around here. It's too dry. But we have all kinds of things going on here that will use every little last stitch of this chicken. These 2 chickens, actually 4 chickens in the long run. Some of the meat is being freeze dried. Some of it has already been eaten. Leftover scraps that come off the bones will turn into dog food.
Dog treats.
Dog treats, yeah, we're dog treats. So there'll be nothing wasted.
About the only thing we don't use is the cluck.
Yeah, really, no plucks. Did you put away the vinegar when you got done with it?
It's away.
Okay, I need to go get it. Because I like to have actual vinegar on my paper towel.
And the great thing about cooking dinner while we're doing this is the canning process doesn't take very long. And by the time we're ready to eat dinner, the canning should be well underway. I have a old jar coming over.
Okay. I am using paper towel with vinegar on it to remove any greasiness off the rim of the canning jar. Then I've got a new lid. Now some people have commented that these lids don't look like ball lids. It's because they aren't. We were having trouble with our ball lids not sealing, and we bought a whole new set of lids from Lehman's in Ohio.
Is Rufus outside?
I guess he is. The sound of a dog foot on the window. Hi! Is your pussycat done too? Or is she gonna stay out for a while longer? Anyway, couldn't imagine what that squeak was. Henry's right, it's the dog. So we replaced all our wall lids with lids from Lehman's. We get nothing from Lehman's except good lids and an occasional other thing. We tend to try and drive through once a year, and that's a little short.
You break it back over here, I'll put some more in it.
Yeah. We drive through once a year and then in the general vicinity, and we try to stop by the store if we can. Some years we can't. or we don't really think we need anything. It is a very tempting location that has all kinds of marvelous things. Perfect. That's too much. Okay. We try and be pretty picky about doing the jars. You don't really have to be quite as picky as we are, but it doesn't hurt to be picky. And when it comes to cleaning the lids, the rims, I'm always picky because that's the primary reason that lids don't seal, is having a greasy edge or stuff that's just like little pieces of meat or veggie or whatever. So.
Hot.
Yes, I was just going to say that hurts. Just watching you.
It's not too bad.
It's a little uncomfortable. It's not going to leave a mark, but it's going to make you wish you'd let go sooner.
Now you may recognize this canner. In our last show we talked about this canner in particular because it's a brand new one from Lehman. It replaced the one that was defective.
Mm-hmm.
We ran a test with this yesterday with just some water to make sure it was going to hold pressure, and it does.
Works beautifully. Which was something more than just a slight relief because we're like, oh dear. Because, sometimes what happens is when you get a problem in a run of production, it can permeate the entire production run. And either something was maladjusted or somebody wasn't paying attention, needed more training, fill in the blank. But we were very relieved to see that this one worked perfectly. More. Stop. So we were very pleased to have a small canner on hand again. And this is not tiny. It holds quite a bit of stuff.
This holds 10 pints, which won't be enough for this entire stock pot of chicken stock. Then we'll do a nice big dent in it. In the meantime, I'm going to be adding some more stock to the paprika chicken because I'm going to be freezing some of this paprika chicken because I'm not going to freeze dry it. It has bones in it and that does not freeze dry well at all.
Yeah, you can't freeze dry bones. I'm sure you could on an industrial scale somehow, but not for normal stuff. Okay, good.
How many have we put in so far?
4. And I've got another one here. So that's why I threw a couple more jars in there because you were out and I didn't realize it because I can't see through the container.
You've probably seen us preserving various things in jars with pressure canning. And this is just another one of those things that we do. I don't try to freeze dry the stock because we'll use it up pretty quick.
Yeah. And when we travel for camping and stuff, our goal is not to take any jars with us. They're heavy, they can be broken. It's just, not something I enjoy. So we have a commercial brand or two that we are comfortable using if we go to an event and we want to have stock.
Now this canner will hold 7 quart jars, or 10 pint jars. you do a little bit of math, you know that you don't get as much food in pint jars as you do in quart jars. But that's okay because we're packaging this up in the quantities that we use it.
Yeah, it's really important to do that because if you don't, a lot of times what you wind up doing is wasting, which is exactly what you're trying to prevent by canning. So, does it make sense to can quart jars a little bit more? Got it. To can quart jars of stock if you're not going to use it in a timely fashion and you're going to wind up letting it spoil on the back of the fridge. That doesn't make any sense.
You have a tongue over there.
Yes, I do. I just happened to grab the other one.
Now, either one of us can by ourselves if we need to. It just goes a lot faster with two of us.
Yeah, there's times when I'm doing some sort of work that has a time limit on it, and Henry will just do it all by himself. It's just faster if when I'm cleaning the lids and doing this and doing that and the other thing, and he's shoveling the stuff in. It just makes sense. More. Stop.
And we may actually be able to put all this stock into the 10-pint jars.
Can we put a second layer on this?
No, you can't. You only one layer.
Oh, okay. I was thinking it's still laid two.
We
They gave us two. The reason I asked is they gave us two of the racks.
I think we could probably put in 2 layers of cup jars.
Probably. Oh, you can definitively put in 2 layers of cup jars. There's no question about that. So I will slide these guys tighter. Okay.
I don't think there's going to be enough stock for a full pint. I'm going to give it a try anyway.
Yeah, worst case is go in the fridge.
And the rice is done, so all we need to do is make some roux, mix it in with the chicken stock with paprika, add some sour cream, and we're ready to start eating dinner.
Cool. Dinner sounds like a plan. I need to write in the front of this book the information. Okay, it's 9:29.
That looks like it's enough.
Not lined up. So I can't tell you. It is.
Well, now I need to switch burners so I can bring my chicken paprika to the front. Put the rest, little bit of stock that's in here, and the bones and other things from the carcass in the back.
Let them cool down so they're not cooking our fingers.
And I can start getting dinner fully ready. So, well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications because we got a lot more stuff going on. And if I remember, I'll bring you back and show you this working. And maybe we'll even see if we can get a picture of all 10 pints. We'll catch you on the next one. Hey, don't forget to brainstorm.
Bye!
We are